For a long time, built-in storage expansion quietly disappeared from consumer gadgets. Memory card slots vanished from smartphones. Laptops sealed their storage. Tablets locked users into fixed capacities. The message was clear: buy more storage up front or rely on the cloud. That design philosophy dominated for years. But now something is changing. Across consumer gadgets, built-in storage expansion is making a comeback. And this shift reveals how priorities around ownership, flexibility, and real-world use are evolving. To understand why storage expansion is returning, it helps to remember why it disappeared in the first place. As devices became thinner and more compact, removable storage was framed as unnecessary complexity. Manufacturers pushed sealed designs, arguing that fixed storage improved reliability, security, and performance. At the same time, cloud storage was promoted as the future. Instead of expanding hardware storage, users were encouraged to stream, sync, and subscribe. Over time, however, the limits of that approach became clear. Cloud storage depends on constant connectivity, recurring costs, and trust in long-term service availability. For many users, especially those with large media libraries, professional files, or spotty internet access, cloud-only storage proved frustrating. Fixed internal storage also forced buyers to predict their future needs up front. Guess wrong, and the device quickly feels cramped. One of the biggest reasons built-in storage expansion is returning is changing usage patterns. Modern gadgets generate far more data than they used to. High-resolution photos and videos, offline media downloads, large apps, and system updates consume space quickly. Even users who thought they bought enough storage often run out sooner than expected. Expandable storage offers a safety valve that fixed designs cannot. Another key factor is how long people now keep their devices. Consumers are holding onto phones, tablets, cameras, and handheld gadgets for more years than before. Over time, storage needs grow. Files accumulate, software gets larger. A device that felt spacious at launch can feel restrictive 2 or 3 years later. Built-in expansion allows devices to age more gracefully instead of forcing premature replacement. Cost sensitivity also plays a role. Upgrading to higher internal storage tiers is often expensive. The price difference between storage configurations can be significant, even though the underlying memory costs are relatively low. Expandable storage gives users a more affordable way to add capacity over time, rather than paying up front for space they may not immediately need. Another reason for this comeback is the growing desire for local control over data. Many users prefer keeping photos, videos, and documents stored directly on their devices. Local storage works without subscriptions, internet access, or service outages. Built-in expansion supports that preference by allowing users to scale storage while maintaining full offline access. Certain gadget categories have driven this trend more visibly. Handheld gaming devices, portable cameras, dash cams, drones, and specialized mobile gadgets increasingly rely on expandable storage. These devices generate large files and are often used in environments where cloud access is limited. Built-in expansion is not a luxury in these cases. It is a necessity. Performance considerations also favor local expandable storage. Modern removable storage has improved dramatically. High-speed memory cards and modular storage solutions now offer performance close to internal storage for many use cases. This reduces the historical performance penalty associated with expansion and makes it viable even for demanding applications like video recording and gaming. Manufacturers are also responding to feedback fatigue. For years, the removal of storage expansion was one of the most criticized design decisions in consumer tech. Users consistently asked for it back. As differentiation becomes harder and customer loyalty matters more, brands are more willing to reintroduce features that improve real-world satisfaction, even if they complicate design slightly. Another factor is sustainability. Expandable storage extends the usable life of devices. Instead of replacing a gadget because storage is full, users can upgrade capacity. This reduces electronic waste and aligns with broader efforts to design products that last longer. Storage expansion supports longevity without requiring major hardware changes. Design compromises are also less severe than they once were. Advances in miniaturization allow storage slots to be integrated without dramatically increasing device thickness or weight. Manufacturers have learned how to include expansion discreetly without sacrificing build quality or aesthetics. There is also a strategic shift in how companies think about value. In the past, removing expansion encouraged upselling higher storage tiers. Today, value perception matters more. Offering expandable storage can make a product feel more flexible, more honest, and more user-friendly. That perception can influence buying decisions, even if not every user ends up expanding storage. Another reason expansion is returning is unpredictability in digital habits. Users do not always know how their needs will change. New hobbies, new apps, new workflows, and new media formats can quickly alter storage requirements. Built-in expansion acknowledges that unpredictability instead of forcing rigid choices at purchase. It is important to note that the comeback of storage expansion does not mean a return to fully open designs everywhere. Many devices still use sealed internal storage. What has changed is that manufacturers are more selective. In gadgets where storage growth is likely, expansion is returning as a practical feature rather than being dismissed outright. This shift also reflects a broader change in consumer tech philosophy. Devices are increasingly viewed as long-term tools rather than short-term upgrades. Features that support adaptability over time are becoming more valuable than features that only impress at launch. Built-in storage expansion also supports secondary markets. Devices that can be expanded remain useful longer and retain value better. This benefits both original owners and future users, strengthening the overall ecosystem around a product. As hardware performance gains slow, flexibility becomes a differentiator. Storage expansion is one of the simplest ways to offer flexibility without redesigning core components. It improves usability across many scenarios without introducing major complexity.